Foreign interference. What does that even mean? Is it another country getting involved with some other country's politics? Well, it looks to be that way. Foreign interference. Meddling in elections. What am I talking about? Well, Governor DeSantis, the real American hero, is basically told GoFundMe that if you don't refund the people back their money, that they're going to do an investigation against GoFundMe, which means they'll do a heavily forensic audit on the company, look at who it's collaborating with, who it's funding with, and through what sources, and blah blah blah. So GoFundMe is crashing right now. And here's the article. Canadian officials caution against foreign interference as U.S. Republicans back Freedom Convoy protests. So what's happening? Well, Governor Ron DeSantis, thank you for sending me this, by the way, guys, this article here. GoFundMe reverses plans on Freedom Convoy donations. Florida Governor DeSantis promises investigation. GoFundMe website has reversed course and decided to automatically refund donations. Yeah, they usually keep that. How it works nowadays is like, you know when you pay for your apartment, you got to pay your damage deposit? Well, they don't pay your damage deposit back, even though the apartment's in better condition than when you moved in. It's in better condition than when you moved in. You kept it clean. You organized. They still keep your damage deposit. This is what GoFundMe is trying to do. To refund donations to truckers organized, leading to a protest against Canadian pandemic restrictions, but politicians vowed to investigate the website's original plan for dealing with donations to truckers. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis said Saturday morning that he and the state's attorney general will investigate the GoFundMe after it shut down a fundraiser for the Canadian truckers participating in so-called Freedom Convoy. So this is saying that Canadian official caution against foreign interference. Let me get comfortable here. Do you guys remember when, what's his name, was selected? I keep forgetting that guy's name because it's not even relevant. Joe Biden. Remember when he was selected for president of the United States? Not even 24 hours later, the Canadian Prime Minister stepped forward and said these elections were 100% transparent, 100% legal, and he won. Why is the Canadian Prime Minister assuring Canadians of a foreign country, even though... So, how does foreign intervention works? Is it because it wants to support the one side? It's an open door. If you're supporting what the mandates are around the world, how if you want to start discussing countries that never participated in any of this crap, if you want to tell people 2019 was the year of the protest, that's why they had to pull the trigger on a pandemic to shut us down in 2020, 2021, the year of the blood clot, 2022 now, we are in the year of the protest. So what is foreign interference? I guess it's a one-way street. If you're on the side of the status quo and narrative, look at all the leaders. They're still in power. And apparently, they want to start throwing out an executive emergency order to maintain power. Who are we talking about? Scotty Morrison, Jacinta Ardern, that idiot from France, Macron. What's that other idiot there that was at the party? BJ, Boris Johnson, Justin Trudeau. Everybody is still in power. That was in power in 2019, except Donald Trump. It's kind of funny how world leaders would go and say that the American elections were 100% transparent. And 2 years before that, we had one of the biggest rigged elections in human history that they're trying to sweep under the rug. If you haven't heard this about Venezuela, then stick around. If you had, go and find something else to watch. In I think it was 2016, 2017, Venezuela had a major election. It was Falcón against Nicolás Maduro, both fighting for presidency in Venezuela. Well, there's one problem with that. They're both anti-Americans. The pollsters had Falcón and Nicolás Maduro on it. The ballots had it. And that's it. The election went through. Nicolás Maduro won with 7 million votes. beating Falcon. But there's one issue. And you know what they were using on dirt on each other? Working with the Americans. You work with the Americans more than your administration is allowing to admit. No, you work. So they were fighting back and forth on who gave more attention to the Americans during the Venezuelan election. That was their platform. And guess what? Nicolas Maduro won, and it was a barometric election, and it was observed by, I think it was like 31 countries observed these elections. And guess what happened? The Americans knocked on some guy's door who went to Harvard and graduated from Harvard and is a Mason. His name is Guaido. He never ran in the election. He never was in the pollsters. He never even dreamed of running in the election. But guess what America did? They named him the legitimate president of Venezuela without even running in the election. That's kind of bizarre, isn't it? So, what does foreign interference mean? So, if somebody's trying to help us or trying to help a cause that doesn't go with the status quo, the truckers aren't going away. Convoys aren't going away. Do you understand? This is here to stay. 2019 was the year of the protest. The entire world was protesting. 2020, miraculously, a virus shows up. Lockdown. 2021, the year of the blood clot. 2022, the year of the protest. Again. And people aren't backing down anymore. In 2019, they ousted 31 governments. I'm sorry to be a broken record and a parrot, just repeating what I'm saying over and over. But my child's future has been stolen. Everything has been stolen. My kid could educate himself here, do everything here, and then, I guess, go into poverty right after graduating. Everything's gotten so expensive. All the cities in Canada. Canada is California right across the board. Homelessness, opioid deaths, overdoses. Expensive. I'm going to make a separate video on Canada. Canada is California. Right across the board. I'm not very well liked in my town. I'm very hated here because of my points of views. Whatever happens to the election system and respect election. When Donald Trump was running, I was, yay, America needs a change. America needs something different. Everyone laughed at me and said, there's not going to be no President Trump. I'm like, you're an idiot. He wins, everyone unfriends me on Facebook. And people don't respect people's decisions because you're a racist. Right? And I'm not trying to, anyways, I just wanted to put this out there. Interference. So how does interference work? How is it, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is what line do you, if it's for supporting a good cause and it doesn't go with the status quo, then that means it is interference regardless. Even if you, let's say I want to donate something to save someone's life for some surgery or something. But let's say they're a pro-Trumper. People would tell me you're a racist for supporting and saving that guy's life because he likes Donald Trump. Or you're a racist because he's not vaccinated. So that's where we are right now. Interference. They're always going to find reasons to spin it. Oh, and one more thing on Venezuela. After the elections, when you saw those massive protests in Venezuela, right after the elections, where the Western media was trying to spin that Guaido won the election, were all pro-Maduro, Nicolas Maduro protests in favor of their president. That was all pro-Nicolas Maduro. Kind of funny how things... So where does interference lie? Leave your comments below. Let me know. Educate me. I need to learn something today. Lots of love, guys. Mike Martin's here. I have spoken.